Welcome everyone to Arts, Cuts, and Everything in Between. I'm your host Eileen, aka Eileen Little Crafter. Additional information about this podcast show and the Little Crafter Show, which is on YouTube, can be found on my website, EileenTheLittleCrafter.com. And with me today, I have David San Jose. Hey, honey.
Hey, how are you?
Thank you for joining me again. So this is part 2 of Street Outlaws versus Gas Monkey. So the big race is already up and done. Was yesterday. I will be airing this podcast next Tuesday, after at China, which I still can't believe he's leaving Wheeler Dealers.
Mm-hmm.
Very shocking. Sad news, but anyways, moving on from that. Okay, I know that the internet is a buzz. I know there's a lot of controversy. I know that.
Did you see the meme about You remember the scene from Fast and Furious, the first one, where Brian's character goes, "Hey, I almost had you, man," and Diesel tells him, "You had me." Remember that? Or they had one like that, where they show Rawlings, the picture of Rawlings superimposed. "I almost had you, man," and then Chief says, "You didn't even have your car."
Is that?
Something like that.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
I mean, yeah, because if you guys didn't watch the show or already know that he didn't even drive, and Chief really wanted him to drive. Do you think that was a fair portrayal?
Chief was all butthurt that he didn't drive. I don't know why. They should have known that he wasn't going to drive. He's never driven in a race.
Yeah.
That I can remember.
No, oops, things are falling around here. No, I totally understand what you're saying. But the way kind of Chief explained it, and I'm just going to play a little devil's advocate here, was that he said, and I quote, that basically the way he worded it was, it sounded like he made it sound like either Aaron
or him was going to drive, yeah.
Yeah.
He still should have known better.
Yeah, I mean, and I kind of understand where Chief was coming from, like, I lost respect for you, because you ain't a man of your words. Because, I mean, if someone is saying that, you would think, okay, this person is going to drive, that they're going to step up and because they are Gas Monkey, not the other people. But it's kind of like, and Rollins kept on saying, "Oh, this is a funny meme, dude. I almost had you. You never had your car." That's a good meme. So I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you think that was a... And then the betting of the money, like...
Like I tell you, like I said, he should... Like I tell you while I was watching it, I would have goaded Chief into the money. So what? I'm not driving the car. Money's money.
Yeah, but do you think also that... I mean, I kind of understand a little bit what Chief is saying. It's like, what's the point of taking your money when I'm not whipping your tail from point A to point B? It's like, what's the point?
But he was going to anyway. He's a professional driver.
So is the other guy.
Richard is not a professional driver.
True that. Okay.
Even in real street cars, Chief will probably beat him.
Okay. So this guy is he a track person, or is he a... I forgot what this...
guy?
Alex is the driver. Is
He's whatever, NHRA, whatever that is. I don't follow that
from
stuff.
point, like, is he straight liner or a track wreck?
NHRA, whatever it is. I think it's drag cars.
Okay, so...
No, you're thinking stock cars.
Okay.
Stock cars are the ones that do circles.
Okay. Or ovals. I don't know.
Ovals, yeah. Left turn! I think it's... Yeah, left turn.
Okay, so that's what I want. That's what I wanted to say was that, do you think that Rollins picked the right driver? I
don't know. I don't watch none of those things. I don't know who the best drivers are. I have no clue.
Oh.
He He probably could have picked one of the more winningest drivers, but I think he chose these guys because those are the guys that race his gas monkey car. He has a top fuel car, and I think he has a couple of
That funny car, yeah.
Funny car. So that's who races his car. So that's who he probably picked to represent him. It's not a big deal. They made it sound like they were all offended. I don't know if they were offended or they really thought they were gonna race Rollins. I mean, that would be like me challenging an Olympian to a race. Even if they're not top 3, I'm not even in the top 1,000. Rollins is not a racer. He's not.
Well, given I guess also given the time frame, Richard could have like
he's not gonna beat a guy that does this for a living.
True. I guess you're kind of right. Do you think that because the other thing that I was thinking of, and I wanted to say this, and I hope anybody doesn't get offended by this, but this is kind of a thought that ran through my head, was because this kid is Alex, whatever, Gas Monkey's driver is a professional. He's runs the car. Do you think that Chief was kind of intimidated, and he would have preferred to race Rollins so that he can have somewhat, well, basically an upper hand? Even if Rollins did...
He's a professional too.
Okay.
I don't know if people don't understand that. I mean, I don't follow them that religiously, but all the guys on Street Outlaws have NHRA, whatever you call them, pro licenses. That's why he was telling them, oh, I can get you one. Mm-hmm. So basically, probably anybody can get one as long as they take a class.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Rollins doesn't want to race cars. Rollins throws his money towards the building and the selling of them.
Well,
and that's not to knock them any. And if they want to start splitting hairs, they didn't build their car either. The Outlaws didn't build their car either. They bought a chassis. Mm-hmm. They got a motor. Mm-hmm. They got a rear end.
But some would think that
everybody likes to split hairs.
Okay.
They say built, not bought, right?
Mm-hmm. But
what's the difference? Unless you're actually in the machine shops, boring out your cylinders and degreeing your camshaft and cutting the valves yourself and drilling the valve guides or whatever you call it. That's the definition of built. That you built it. You made it.
Okay.
I don't make the block.
Okay, but that's not...
They like to split hairs.
Okay, but that is not, I guess, what they were... Technically, I understand what you're saying, but some people will see it as something different. They built it because they put the pieces that they already needed.
Rollins did the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm not...
Rollins got deeper pockets.
No, but that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is just that what your definition and their definition is, it's totally different.
Yeah,
and
I don't know what their definition is, because
I understand what you're saying, but the thing is just that when it came to deeper pockets, what I was offended by was that I kind of felt like the people from Gas Monkey were like, yay, we got daddy's money, we got bigger pockets. Like, I kind of felt like they were throwing that in the audience's face, and I felt like they were throwing that in the guys from the 405's face. You know, by when we were watching that first episode for the first hour, how some of their guys...
You were paying more attention than I was.
Well, yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying to you. Do you think that was right in what they were saying? You know, like...
Yeah, because it's for the show. It's just in general. That's how people talk. Mm. People go, oh, I got more money than you, so I'm going to do better.
I've seen people who have, deep pockets, act like total, pieces of logs, that come out of, anuses and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying is just that I don't think part of it was from the show. I don't know, like, I kind of feel like, he's that type of guy that likes to show off, and that's how he's gotten the reputation. Richard and then, the guys that were on the show talking about how much money they got and stuff like that.
They don't have no money.
I know, but it was annoying. I felt that it was so stupid, especially the guy, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. The guy that looks like Kevin, from Bitchin' Rides, and just can't stand him. But yeah. Well, let's backtrack from it. Do you think that the race went as planned? I mean, not as planned, but do you think that in your mind you knew already who did you choose was going to take it?
I thought Chief was going to win, and he won.
Yeah, I honestly I thought too. I honestly thought because of maybe, I don't know.
I mean, when you think there was the best of 3,
Mm-hmm.
the first race, Chief won because he had better reaction time.
Yeah.
The other car was actually faster.
Yeah, I know.
But since he had a better reaction time, he won.
And then listening to his...
And then he listened to his crew for the next shot. They told him, leave it alone.
It's working great.
They're going to bump their power. They're going to make a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? They bumped the power. They spun tires.
Mm-hmm.
And they lost.
Yeah.
Sometimes racing is like gambling.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't have to gamble. He came in. He dialed in his car. They told him, leave it alone. And he won.
Yeah, I think Sean, I don't know, like, I love his personality. I love his attention to detail. His mind frame, I think, also keeps Chief grounded and the other guy's grounded. And I know that he could be...
They do that to each other,
yeah. I know that he could be a little bit of a hothead because if you push Sean, he's like one of those guys. You keep pushing and you pushing, and he's like, "Oh no, the gloves are off. That's it. I can't take it anymore." And so I liked that. That he was like, "Don't worry about it. You got this." Like I really felt like Sean had his back throughout this whole thing, and I kind of have respect for both of them. But I don't know, like my yay, Sean, kind of has bumped up there. Like, I saw a better side of... Not a better side, but a more technical side. A more, like, if they do more races like this, I think that he's the go-to guy for the pit crew. Like, I would definitely say. Like, Chief can reel them in, but Sean can get them from point A to point B. That's my... What do you think?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to those things. It doesn't matter to me. I was just watching it to see who won.
I know. I guess am I more the detail-oriented person?
Yes. Think about what makes this guy tick. Why does this guy do that? I'm like, I don't care. I just want to watch what happens. Like, I don't know why these guys are all surprised that Rawlings didn't race. I mean, come on. But I kind of get it because they did allude, or they mentioned that they all sat down and talked about it. Mm-hmm. And that Aaron was going to be the driver. But then Aaron quit. Mm-hmm. So he should have called Chief. Listen, Aaron quit. And I ain't driving. So.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So either at that point, they should have said, okay, this person is going to drive. And that's it,
You should have said, I'm going to get somebody.
And then something about, like, he didn't have his number. That's so...
Yeah, say, oh, we have text messages back and forth. Don't tell me you ain't got my number.
Yeah, like, that just didn't seem kosher. Like, oh, I don't have your number. Like, at the last minute, you're gonna say, oh, and
they both work for Discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have shows on Discovery.
Yeah.
Not like they can't ask their producer, hey, listen, call your boss or call so-and-so. I need this guy's number.
Yeah, I need to speak to so-and-so. Between Skype and text messages.
Oh, yeah, they showed, unless they deleted it off their phone, they were on their phone talking to each other.
And videos, like, YouTube videos. Hey, yo, I need you to get in touch with me somehow. Seriously, like, that would have blew up the web. Like, Mm-hmm. I think Big Boss would have gotten that, like, message in, like, 2 minutes. Between Instagram Live, Facebook Live...
maybe they don't follow each other.
Facebook Live. Dang it! What is that other?
Asking the wrong guy.
I know. And I have this account too. Oh my goodness! I'm having a total brain fart. That's not Pinterest. Any other live media? Oh God, I feel bad because I don't want to like just. What is the name of that thing? Between Periscope, that's the word that I was looking for. You know, there's on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, LinkedIn. You know, I think that Richard, you know, would have been able to get in contact with him. I kind of found that really stupid. But I'm glad for the 405 and their winning pick with the trophies and the fingers giving them all the birdies.
Yeah.
Was kind of funny. And the trophies were really cool. I wonder who made those.
I think Farm Truck made them.
Well, why do you think Farm Truck made them?
He built stuff.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, and
he makes most of the trophies and things.
Oh yeah, do you think he made the crown?
I don't know. Maybe they bought that.
I think I've seen the crown maybe once, and it was on Chief's head. But other than that, I don't think I've ever seen it again. Oh wait, Sean had it once.
Sean had it. Doc had it.
Ugh. Yeah. Oh yeah. For the second show, I was upset. I'm like, why is this guy even talking? Like he's not even involved. What is that guy's name? Chuck. Like, why was even Chuck even talking? And why wasn't the other members of the 405 that were working actually on the car, why weren't they able to speak their 2 cents? Like, I don't
think they get interviewed for They're not technically part of the show. They work there, but they're not technically part of the show.
No, it was Kamikaze who was part of the show.
Yeah, but he wasn't there working. What? Oh yeah, he was there.
Kamikaze was working on the thing. There was a couple of 405 guys that were working on the car, so I kind of felt like
everybody that works on the car is necessarily talks to the camera.
Yeah, but Kamikaze has spoken a couple of times.
Yeah, when they interview him or whatever.
Yeah, I honestly think they should have put him more. I like him better than Flippin' Chuck. I'm not a fan of his. At least they didn't put Derek on, or Reaper. But yeah. So, anyways, so you know, congrats to the 405. It's kind of sad, you know, to see this end. I liked it. I just didn't like certain. What do you think? Like, why do you think that they even started this? Like, what was the?
Well, I read on the internet it could have been because Fast and Loud's ratings was going down, and Street Outlaws was high in the ratings, so they figured that the Discovery said, you know what, let's see if we can bring the ratings up for Fast and Loud by having a collab show. So maybe that's what's it. I don't know if it worked. I don't know. I never watched Fast and Loud that much anyway, so.
I kind of feel like, you know, maybe Fast and Loud, because even watching the Goodbye show, I kind of feel like Aaron was like such a big, huge heart of the show that I don't know how they're gonna make up for this. It's like
Yeah, who's Richard gonna fight with now? Because nobody used to fight with Richard the way he did.
Exactly. Or
they'll go, yes, boss, yes, boss.
Or put their foot down.
Aaron was like, no. You know what? I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You do it.
Or I'll quit.
Everybody. No, he never said that.
Did he? No, he never said that.
He just said everybody else does it that way. I'm not doing it that way.
Yeah, true that.
If you want it that way, you do it.
And the funny thing is, it's just that he alluded that, you know, due to, once again, the time constraint just is ridiculous. And I'm like thinking, okay, people, you know, we don't need 24-hour reality TV. We need...
It's what sells. People buy into that stuff like sheep.
Like, would you buy a car that was built in... What's their time frame?
2 weeks, sometimes 7 days. I'm not buying a car that's built in 2 weeks.
Why wouldn't you, just out of curiosity?
I don't want to buy a car off the showroom floor. Them things fall apart when you're driving them down the road. Software issues or hardware problems. I'm going to buy a car that they rushed to build in 2 weeks.
Yeah. I mean, no offense to Mr. Kaufman, but yeah, no. It's just,
I mean, if it was just slapping parts on it, changing wheels, changing tires, changing brakes, changing suspension parts, okay, in 2 weeks, okay. But they're not just changing parts; they're refabbing things or making this work with that. They got to run a wiring harness and make everything work.
Put in seats.
We don't know if they work like me, and you take off a panel and there's a bunch of spaghetti back there instead of a nice.
Okay, they don't do that, but.
Well, one would hope.
But no, having a car within 2 weeks is a little. Yeah, I just
That's all for the show. I mean, are you really gonna go out and buy a car and say, "Oh snap! I only got 2 weeks to build it"? You're a moron. If you know that Barrett Jackson's coming up, I mean, I'm sure you can look it up when it comes up. Oh, I got a few months. Let's build this car.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do the body work. Some of these chemicals take a whole day to dry or 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta sand it again.
I feel really bad for the paint guys because they are, they are just really have to rush their work and you
can't. Well, you could rush the paint to dry, bake it, but still, if they're tired and they hold the spray gun a little too close and they get runs in the paint, then they gotta do it all over again. Why? Because they rushing.
Or if the guys are trying to get the car on, then the next thing they know, a panel gets messed up because somebody scratched it, and then they have to go back in really quickly and do it all over again. And I mean, if you were able to take your time, then maybe you wouldn't be so upset, because stuff happens. But
yeah, I'd still be upset.
I mean, not oh god, like I gotta hurry up and stay till like 2 or 3 in the morning to finish this because these morons scratched it up. But like if you can take your time, then you're like, oh well, I'll do it tomorrow then, and get some sleep, So I mean, maybe and I noticed that a lot of these car guys that work on these tight budget frames, they all look like they never get any sleep. They all look like they never get any sleep. They all look cranky. They all look like they want to always, curse each other out. And who knows what's really going behind the scenes.
That out for the show. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah. True that, But, anyways, I think that the race, really was illuminating, and I think that it showed, I think Richard ate a lot of huge big crow. What do you think?
Yeah, he ate crow because he literally ate crow. You had to see the crow fly down the track. But that ain't gonna stop him from running his mouth. I mean, that's part of what he does. He runs his mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And in the end, it's still Gas Monkey. He's the one signed the checks.
True. I
mean, it's like saying, oh, well, it's like telling the Midwest guys, oh, well, you didn't build your car. You bought your rear end from here, your chassis from there, and what? You expect them to build it all in the shop? They're gonna make their own rear end. They're gonna make their own.
Mm-hmm.
Richard didn't even have to go and really buy a car. He already had one.
Yeah.
I don't remember the part about it had to be a specific year and vintage. That part I don't remember. Chief was like, oh, we agreed it was going to be a 60-something to 70-something. I don't remember that part.
I think I did hear that, or maybe there was... That's the other thing, was that there was something set on the interweb.
Yeah, they had to build a car. It had to be American muscle between certain years. But I don't remember them saying that.
Maybe if we watch part 1 again, I'm sure it'll probably be on repeats.
Everything and watch it. Maybe
or maybe maybe later on if I look and find it on the interweb. Why am I calling it the interweb?
Internet. What Richard calls it. He calls them the interwebs.
If I find it, then I'll definitely send you the link. But no, I didn't get a chance to look at that deeply. See, I'm not that detail oriented. Ha ha. So, but what else do you think that was? Something, what you liked, what you didn't like about this whole collab thingamajig?
I didn't like that they didn't put no money on it.
That's the only thing?
They should have put money on it.
Why?
Because Richard's always talking smack. He's always saying, oh, he's the best, or he can get the best. So he should say, you know what? I have complete faith this guy's going to beat you. Here's the money. They race guys like that all the time. The Outlaws, when you're watching the show, they race other guys. The guy ain't racing. The guy ain't driving the car, but he's betting on the race. You know, the side bets and all that stuff.
No, I guess Chief was just didn't want to, and I felt he had a point. He was just like, no, why am I gonna? I mean, I understand what you're saying, but
maybe he was scared.
Nah, I don't think so. You think so?
Then he'll go home, tell his wife, I lost money. And
I think his wife was there.
Oh no, his wife was there. It was the other lady that wasn't there. I think Sean's wife wasn't there.
Or maybe he just didn't. I don't know. He looked ticked. He honestly really looked ticked.
Yeah, but he calmed himself down.
Yeah.
When you heard him mumbling to himself.
Calm down. Yeah, calm down. But I also kind of felt like Richard went over there to provoke him a little bit. But he backed off because I don't think he could put his money where his mouth is that badly.
Chief is a big guy, and Richard Rollins is... Come on, he wears skinny jeans.
Yeah, I think we would have seen somebody nail that on the track. For real. Literally.
And I highly doubt they all went driving away and said, oh yeah, that's it, we're done then, we're going home. I mean, I ain't going to spend all my money coming down to California for a race, and then you tell me, oh no, we ain't racing.
Yeah.
That's
true that.
Baloney.
True.
I mean, people that believe all that are just sheep.
So, speaking of races, I really enjoyed watching Aaron Farm Truck and Asian race. What do you think?
See, then that was enjoyable too, but that was more fun.
Yeah.
The other guys could have did something like that. Why they have to make it so dumb?
What do you mean dumb?
Oh, you said you were gonna race. Oh no, I didn't. Bickering back and forth like a bunch of schoolgirls.
Yo, if I ever get a call or tweet from one of these guys telling me why your husband saying this, I'm just gonna laugh my head off.
They didn't sound like a bunch of schoolgirls to you?
No, because I kind of understood what they were saying. Like, if you're gonna say something, mean it. You know, actions speak louder than words. But
oh man, that's like believing anything that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth. You know he ain't gonna do nothing. He has people to do that stuff.
I don't know. Like I said, I kind of felt like if he said that if he made it sound like he was gonna drive the car, then maybe he should have clarified it better. They should have clarified it. That's just me. You know, because if you're going into something thinking one way and then saying, oh, well, I didn't have your freaking cell phone, then that's
do something like that. They should have just went to the showroom, picked up two cars that are both the same, and then raced them down the street.
That's a bunch of BS to me.
Definitely.
But no, I really loved Asian and farm trucks and Aaron's race, because it was so funny. It came down to the way I called it. Remember?
Yeah, you said that Aaron was gonna win the first one, the road course.
The road course.
By like what was it, like 0.2 of a second or something?
Yeah.
2,000. So I forgot the numbers.
Yeah,
they both ran 68.3. One of them ran a 0.31, and I think the other one was a 0.34. I forgot, but it was like thousandths of a second faster, and that's how Aaron won.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
And not for nothing, and you know me, I don't really like these crazy looking cars, but the Firebird looked kind of cool.
His camper shell on the back.
That kind of looked cool, and my hats off to Asian and Farm Truck. They made a really good car. I thought that they wasted a little time with the first one, and Asian made a really good call and saying, listen,
no, we're not throwing no more money.
That's not working. I love the fact that they put the camper on there. I thought that was so... When I saw the camper, I was busting a gut. I was like, oh, no, they didn't. Then the farmer, and then Aaron, I think Aaron even appreciated it. He was like, that is freaking cool, too. That was really cool. So as I called it, the first race went to Aaron because I think Aaron had more. The car was better equipped for that, and he's probably raced more. In that type of environment. And the second one was
the drag race.
The drag race, and that was Asian that was up on that one.
Asian drove and he won that.
Yeah, Asian did really good
because Aaron drifted.
Oh my God, poor guy! But he
started spinning tires, but he kept going.
But he's a trooper. I have to admit, he is a trooper. He's like, if I'm gonna go out with a bang, if I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out with a huge bang and with a smile on my face. Because I don't think I saw him not like.
Oh, he was there having fun.
He was laughing the whole entire time. He just looked like he was laughing the whole entire time, and that was so cool. Yeah, even like, and Farm Truck is not very. I mean, do you think Farm Truck is like a giddy guy? But he looked like he was having a great time.
Giddy when he's winning.
Yeah.
Or even when he's not winning, as long as he's having fun.
Yeah, exactly. And
they're out to have fun.
Yeah.
That's why they have all those dumb things they do.
Oh my God, they do have some dumb things. And then the second race, The third race. I didn't even know who decided the third race, or was the third race?
I think it was Aaron that decided what would... No, I don't remember. But I think it was Aaron that said a tug of war.
Whoever did that was...
But... I think he decided that before he saw the car, because if I would have seen what kind of car I'm against, I wouldn't have tried that, because the Farm Bird was heavier. It was a heavier car.
Yeah,
it had an advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely. But at one point, I was gonna ask you: is Aaron even moving? Is he even trying? Because I didn't even see the tires spin. Did you see?
They spun a little bit, but I guess he knew it wasn't gonna pull it, so he's like, I'm not gonna break the car.
Yeah. I was like. That's why I don't know if you noticed, I was like kind of looking forward to see whether or not, is his tires even moving? Like, I don't even know if I said it out loud.
I saw them move.
Oh, okay. All right. But, yeah, no. So technically, Asian and
So they won the car, but then Farm Truck said, nah, we're not going to do no pink slips. We'll keep our car, you keep your car, and we'll live the race another day.
Pink trips? You want to talk to me about that one day?
I said pink trips. I meant pink slips.
Pink trips. What are pink trips, honey?
I have no idea.
Mm-hmm. He's turning red over here, people.
Nope.
I don't know.
No idea what that means. If you figure out what that means, let me know.
I'm messing with you, honey. I gotta mess with you just a little, because you're always messing with me on here.
Nah. There's no proof.
No. You want to go back and listen to our podcast?
No.
No?
No, I hate my voice.
Anyways, I really enjoyed... So, technically, their race was up first, and then how the night started was that some of the crew from like 9 from 10 almost... from Gas Monkey and the 405 did commentary and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, backstory about the show. Then the race started out with Asian and Farm Truck versus Aaron. And that race then came about. Then what happened was the big to-do. And it's kind of funny. It was like 50 something to like 40 something in favor of the 405. So that's how that went off. And then we were watching the Monkey Trap, which I never heard about that.
I think that was just a goodbye show.
Yeah, I think that was just their way.
Aaron and Richard went through all their favorites.
And
stuff.
And it was kind of bittersweet. Again, it looked like almost that Richard was almost crying. But it kind of also was alluding that, Aaron was at a point where...
He was done. He was tired.
He was tired after 5 years.
The way he was sitting there was like, ugh, if this wasn't a paycheck. Maybe not, but he did look like he was uncomfortable for a minute. Then he got into it. And then when he was like, okay, bye, I'm out of here, he looked relieved.
Are you gonna miss him? Are you gonna watch who takes over as the head?
Yeah, I'll catch it every once in a while like I did before. I never was a religious
Yeah.
follower.
I mean, because they always were changing times and days. It's never really a.
It wasn't always Mondays. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it was never for us. We never really followed. And
we used to watch wrestling more.
Yeah, true that.
We used to.
That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. But I'll wait and see if this wasn't a season finale.
Okay, so who do you think is gonna take over?
Oh, he might find himself somebody else.
You don't think that guy with the no sleeves?
I don't know. But knowing Richard, he might want somebody else.
True.
Somebody to take over.
True. It would be interesting.
Unless, like you said, that guy with the sleeves takes over.
I'm not watching.
Up to the plate.
I'm not watching it. I'll watch it just to watch him fail. But I wouldn't watch it like that. I mean, like, ugh. I don't know. Because what originally took me off about this gentleman was that the fact that he was just like, with air quotations, the master mechanic. Like, he was kind of putting down.
Yeah, he kind of did something. He was trying to put him down. Yeah, he's a master mechanic. With the quotations. Putting the quotations on there like that means that you're doubting the guy's skills.
And, from what we saw, Aaron used to say, that he used to sleep at the shop, even way before they were on TV, that he would never go home, that he would be sleeping in the cars.
Yeah.
One point, they pixelated his butt, but he's taking a shower.
Out the outside.
I'm like, ew! Go home and do that!
He probably didn't have a home. That's why he used to sleep at the shop.
I think he had a place, but in any case, yeah, I just, I'm gonna miss Aaron and Sue's interaction.
Oh yeah, ass monkey.
She was kind of sweet on Aaron.
But she still called him an ass monkey.
Yeah, for working with him. Because you're involved with him. Yeah, but it's just kind of, it went that way. But, anyway,
Oh, excuse me.
Your excuse. You sleepy? I know
Surprisingly, a little bit.
This rainy weather is crazy. It's just making us really, just, hopefully next week, but we'll be better. Yeah, because it's so funny because I didn't realize that, that race was there, but I put up the China one beforehand because I still cannot. I'm like, no, we got to do a podcast about this. This is just like mind blowing. And I hope you guys take a listen to that, and hopefully
network's problem again. They did that.
Yeah.
Probably the same reason. Well, it's not the same reason that Aaron's leaving, but it's similar. They just want too much. And Aaron's tired. He's like, we don't know how much money he gets from the show, or if he makes any money, or I'm sure he gets something. But from what I understand, how some of those car reality shows work, you have to put up the project, you have to do the projects, and then you just have to let them film everything, and they piece something together to put on TV. So, if let's say the show didn't do so good, and they didn't sell the car, then how they get their money back? They're not getting it back.
Yeah.
They gotta wait till they sell the car.
They're poopy out of luck.
So, and then, I guess there's only so many cars you can build. I know you can be in the business of building cars, but there's got to be a point where nobody needs a car right now. Then what do you do to pay the bills? I'm sure they fix some of the stuff they sell. I don't know. I don't build cars. I only maintain them.
Yeah.
We go through periods where there's nothing doing. So I can only imagine if you're building cars.
I know. I call them and be like, oh, what you doing? I was thinking about you. Oh, I'm sitting here doing that and watching YouTube. Oh. Oh, there goes.
No, Jade, you can't be in the podcast.
Oh my god. My cats, they love to talk. Yes, we have 2 cats and they're females, and they're both very vocal. Anyway, guys, I hope that this week, hopefully, that I have a new Mixed Media Monday. I did have one video up sharing my first mixed media journal, the first one I've ever done. I haven't shared a lot of pages with that, but I kind of gave you a little bit of a little bit of the products that I use, and a little bit of this and that, so hopefully I will have a new video up. I don't know if I'm going to use that journal or I'm going to use the 5x8 mixed media Monday one that I made. So either which one, hopefully I will have a page up, because I still have some artology products that I haven't used, which I'm really excited about that. And so that is about it. Thank you so much, Mr. San Jose. I appreciate you doing this. I know we're a little hesitant, but because you're like, what did you say? Again? Sounded like our teenager. Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and hope that you enjoyed. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. And if you would like to email me, you can always email me at eileen@eileenlittlecrafter.com. And again, thank you, honey.
No problem.
Goodbye, folks.
Adios.
Bye-bye.